I'm going to be sharing with you what I packed with me in my carry-on for my Aruba trip. So I brought this bag here with me as my carry-on. This is what I put under the seat in front of me, so it has pretty much my essentials that I need to grab for either while I'm in the airport or on the airplane. So something that I don't have in here currently because I am using them is the phone, which I am recording on. So I have my phone in here, I have my laptop in there, which is currently over here, and then my wallet. So I'll have my passport, ID, any money that I need. I typically take out most cards that I have and keep it pretty simple in my wallet, so just whatever I need for the trip specifically. So other than that, I'm going to go into this bag and show you what I bring with me. So I take a liquids bag. So this one is not very full. I have very few things in here. This is just an Ulta freebie bag thing, and it's clear. So it's maybe a little bit bigger than your allowed Ziploc baggie size, but there's not much in there. So, and they never say anything about this, so I think it works just fine. So inside of here, I have a couple of things. I actually thought I was going to use these, and then I didn't. So these are the Nest Fragrance Grapefruit and Verbena. There is the water activated foaming cleansing towelette and what is this one? The fragrance body wipe. So I was going to use these because I had a layover and had to switch flights, so I was going to use these in between, but I didn't really, this is like peeling. I didn't really need to, so I didn't end up using them, but this would be something that I would recommend if you are taking a long flight and need to kind of refresh, or like I said, if you're switching flights and want to refresh in between. Hand lotion with me because it's very drying on the planes, and I didn't bring one in my suitcase, so I figured I would just use this throughout the trip as well. And this is the Bath & Body Works Bali Mango Body Lotion. Something I recommend. I have gotten sick from just the plane quite a few times, so I recommend bringing some wet wipes with you, or wet ones, some kind of antibacterial wipe to wipe down your front of your seat, the TV screen, the pull-out tray, even the what are those things called? The armrests. So anything that you're going to be touching a lot, I recommend to wipe it down with one of these, just to be on the safe side. I know it may be a little bit overdone, like you probably don't have to do this, and I know I haven't done it plenty of times. Before this trip, I did not want to get sick at all, so I did this just to be on the safe side. So I do recommend doing this. I thought it worked, hand sanitizer. So I brought this essentially for the same reason as the wet wipes. So if I'm going to eat somewhere or anything like that, essentially you could use the wet wipes and wipe down your table or whatever, but also before you eat, this is what we used. So the only problem is this leaked almost every flight I took in this bag. So because it's hand sanitizer, it's not a big deal, but that's kind of why there's black flakes all over everything, because this got everything wet in the bag. So I recommend bring hand sanitizer for sure, but just maybe put it in a separate little baggie or something. Maybe do the thing where you put saran wrap or something under the lid and then screw the lid on. I don't know, maybe I should have done that, but I do recommend to bring some type of hand sanitizer with you. To bring lip balm in this bag. So I get really chapped lips easily, and so especially on the plane. So I have two different ones in here. I have the Aruba Aloe Mineral Sunscreen Lip Balm SPF 15. And then I also have this one in there, which is the Sun Bum Watermelon SPF 30. I don't care for this one a whole lot just because it is a thinner formula and I don't think it's very moisturizing on my lips, but it had SPF in it, so that's why I brought it. I also have lens wipes in here. I think my mom actually threw these in for our sunglasses that we brought, and they're her glasses that she uses to read and stuff like that, so I have one of those in there. And then I also have just a first aid kind of a thing in here. I did have Band-Aids in here as well, but I did use them throughout my trip. So that is everything that is in this little baggie here. Next, I'm gonna go into my electronic cord bag. So I have this bag here and it is full of all my cords and stuff like that. So I'll just quickly run through this. So I have my laptop charger in here. I have this cord, which I'm not sure what this goes to actually. I don't even think this is my cord. I have a external charger and the cord that goes with that. And then I have headphones. So something to keep in mind, not all airplanes have the TV screen. I ran into this during my trip. So typically when they have the TV screen, you have a plug that you can use these with. And my big headphones, which I will show you in a minute, they're in here. But if you don't have that screen and you have the movies and stuff like entertainment available on through your phone through the airline, then you will need to use your phone headphone jack. So my phone, you either plug it in and charge it, or you can put in headphones with this plug. So I had to use an adapter kind of a thing to use it with my phone. Just something to keep in mind, because I actually got the adapter from my sister, otherwise I would not have been able to watch movies on the plane. Brought my charger for, it's currently plugged in, but for my phone. These are my Bose headphones. I love these. They cancel out the noise of the airplane and they are really, really useful. They also help with my ears. So the last flight that I took back home actually did kind of mess up my ears a little bit. Not mess them up, but they were popping and they wouldn't pop and they hurt. But typically this helps a lot, but I think we were just changing altitude a lot. So anyway, these are a must. I bring these with me always, every single trip I take on an airplane. Love these. Always have some sort of gum in my bag because this is what I chew also, which helps with my ears not popping. At least that's how I feel. So I always bring some kind of gum with me. Because I was traveling to a very sunny place, I also brought with me my sunglasses. So I have my sunglasses in here in a case with like a cleaning cloth, because my sunglasses always got sunscreen or sand or salt or something on them. So I just always had this with me, and yeah. And then that way this isn't in my suitcase and it doesn't get smashed, because I've had that happen too. So I always now carry my sunglasses with me in my carry-on bag that I put under my seat. Mints from one of the clubs that we got into, because it's always good to have good breath while you're on the plane because you're really close to somebody. And then in this bag here, I have just some snacks. So right now I have some mints in here, and then I have some of the Gray's little pre-packed snacks. So if I'm hungry on the plane and all they give you is like peanuts or something like that, because the plane that we took didn't feed you, essentially they just gave you like a water and a quick snack or something. So if you get hungry, I recommend bringing a little snack with you on the airplane. We are almost done. Next and last thing that I always bring with me whenever I am traveling is this. So this is actually a purse organizer, something that you would drop into a purse and you can kind of organize your stuff. I highly recommend something like this if you are bringing a bigger carry-on bag that doesn't have pockets already in it. This doesn't have any pockets. It's got one big pocket. So I put this in and I put it on top, because in this bigger compartment in the middle here, I always have my phone. I have my external, or I always have my phone. I have my wallet, my ID, passport, whatever, so that it's really easy to access and get to. I know exactly where it's at, my boarding pass, whatever I may need. I even put like whatever I need to grab right away for the plane that really quick in here. So I typically will have my gum in here. It just kind of fell out. So anyway, I typically will bring some kind of little book or something to do in case they don't have entertainment on the plane. So I didn't need this time because I was able to use my phone, but I have had times where the entertainment either doesn't start right away or they just don't have it. So I always bring something to do other than using their entertainment that they provide, essentially. I would suggest if you are reading a book to bring that either instead or as well. My passport and my boarding pass in here, like I said. And then I always bring tissues in here. Always, always, always. If not for myself, for whoever I am traveling with, because when you're changing altitudes or when you're landing or taking off, or if somebody sprays something, you might need it. I have had multiple times where I have needed a lot of tissue and I've had to get up and go to the bathroom multiple times just to get tissue. So I now carry at least 2 packs with me. I have 1 pack left from the flight back home, and I actually couldn't even find this in my bag. I didn't realize it was in this thing. It's always in this thing, but it's typically in an outside pocket. So I probably would have went through this whole pack as well if I would have known. I actually wrap my phone in this just in case, because I do have multiple things in this that I just don't want it to get scratched up. So I typically will put my phone inside of something just to protect the screen. So that's everything in this pocket here. And then in these pockets on the side, I will have Band-Aids, feminine products, something I don't want to either slip out or show people. I'll put a pen in here for international travel. You have to fill out those forms. So I do suggest to bring a pen. They don't always provide it. This trip they did not provide one, so I was really glad that we had one. I always keep a hair tie in case I want to put up my hair, in case it gets greasy, whatever. And then I have an eye mask in case people have on their lights and I want to sleep. I always keep earbuds in here as well and a little mirror, just cause. Sometimes I bring a sheet mask in here as well, and I'll put it in the liquids bag. This time I did not, although I probably should have. I kind of wanted one during this flight. But anyway, so that is it. That is everything that I pack in my carry-on, which I put under my seat on the flight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys got some tips and tricks from this and thought it was helpful. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye.